Hey ladies and geeks, my name's Steven and welcome to another exciting episode of Getting to Geek. This video's topic is, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is an online currency system created by the not very well known and now absent Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is like digital cash because you trade it without intermediaries like banks or like PayPal, which require you to pay a certain amount in fees or transaction fees to do so. The whole network can see a transaction when it's made. This will be equivalent to taking any cash that you would take to a store and they scan each individual bill for the serial code number to confirm that this is real currency being traded and not money that was just simply made. Bitcoin makes it easy for you to make transactions anonymously because with each individual transaction, you can use a different, unique Bitcoin address. And these Bitcoin addresses don't have to have any personal information linked with them. Unfortunately, if you lose the second code that goes along with your address or your Bitcoin address, if you lose that key, the address key, you will no longer be able to access that Bitcoin currency that was stored with that key. It is gone to you forever. Now some of the drawbacks of Bitcoin. Unfortunately, in California, at least in my experience, I haven't seen any places avidly advertising that they accept Bitcoin as a valid medium for trade. A second point is that it might also be hard to explain to somebody what Bitcoin is or explain to them the value of Bitcoin if you're trying to purchase something with them through this means. In my opinion, the biggest issue with Bitcoin is companies that are involved with money laundering, because these companies get their assets seized and basically block out people that have been using their services through these companies, which means any currency they had saved with these companies is now lost until they can get the access back to their servers. It's the equivalent of losing whatever was in your bank account if you had a bank account with these companies. And also, this is the preferred method of currency trade in illegal purchases, such as weapons, drugs, and I'm sure you can name a few others. So this, in fact, helps these individuals because there is no way to really trace who is making the trade and for what reason. So that's just a few of the fundamentals that I understand of Bitcoin. So what are my thoughts? I like that you can control your own trade. In whatever area that you're in, it's easy to trade your Bitcoin into the currency of the location that you're at. There are a lot of individuals that are willing to trade cash for Bitcoin. The other benefit is there's no fees associated with these transfers. Instead of dealing with banks or dealing with companies like PayPal that protect your money, Bitcoin allows you to protect your own money. I also like how you can make a transaction with somebody anywhere at any time as long as you are in communication with them. So you no longer have to worry about banks or the weekend when banks are closed not being able to pull cash out of your bank account. You can make these transactions at any time and you control your own money. Another benefit is for small businesses, there are a niche of individuals that are loyal to companies that offer Bitcoin as a valid form of trade and a valid medium for trade. Another big issue is that individuals use this currency in order to do illegal things. And I mean, I guess it doesn't affect me directly, but still, using any means to do something illegal or harm another person, well, it's just wrong. So those are just a few of my thoughts on Bitcoin, and I hope that you enjoyed this, brief episode explaining what exactly Bitcoin is and my personal views on it. Honestly, I probably won't use Bitcoin unless I plan on traveling, only because then I don't have to worry about fees to transfer my money into the currency that I'm going to be using in the place that I visit, such as transferring dollars into euros and so on and so forth. Bitcoin is a very strong system, and honestly, if they had more locations where I could utilize Bitcoin, then it would become more viable. There's 3 points that I want to make that I don't like about Bitcoin. One, if you're dealing with a company that gets involved with money laundering and they get their servers seized, or you can't access your money, that would really suck. Second, that would also cause the value of Bitcoin to drop significantly, and this has happened recently. A company had their servers seized, and basically nobody that had their money stored with them or their Bitcoin stored with them are able to recover that until the servers are able to be accessed again. The third thing that I worry about is Trojans. Now, we didn't talk much about mining, but I'll explain it real briefly, and if you would like me to explain it more, I can do so in another video. But mining is what you can do in order to make Bitcoin off of this system. Basically, what you do is get a block, and you use your system resources in order to mine that block. As soon as it's done, you get a certain amount of Bitcoin. So what they do with these Trojans, or how they get them in your system initially, is by using a service like Skype. They'll say something like, "I really enjoyed this picture of you." If you click into that link, it will install the Trojan onto your computer, and then they will use your resources in order to mine these blocks using either your processor or more likely your graphics card. Right now, the amount that Bitcoin is worth is very volatile. That worries me because I won't want to invest my money into Bitcoin and then have it worth less when I try to pull it out. So yeah, I would worry about that. But as time progresses, Bitcoin will probably start to even out and rise and drop steadily like the dollar amounts and the euro amounts. So that about wraps it up. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys would like to leave any comments, please do so down in the comment section. And if you could, please give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you like my content and other things about my channel, my personality, please subscribe to me. I am making content so that I can help other people understand things. Up until about 3 days ago, I didn't even understand what Bitcoin was. So this gives me an opportunity to learn about new things, and it also gives you guys an opportunity to watch a video, relax, and learn. So if you like this environment, please do subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and every thumbs up helps me know that I'm doing something right. If you guys have any constructive criticism, please leave it down in the comment section as well, or you can send me a private message. And until next time, my geeks and geekettes, I'll see you guys later.